the hell? Smoke of air and fire of earth, cleanse and bless this home and earth. Drive away all harm and fear, and only good may enter here. And if spirits threaten us in this place, fight fire by fire and water by water, banish their souls into nothingness and remove their powers until the last trace. Let these evil beings flee through time and through space. Sorry, y'all. I got to do this for this Mercury retrograde thing. Good Lord. I'll clear out all that congestion and whoa. Good evening, you guys. Oh, you see how it's very choppy? For some reason, I'm guessing it's supposed to be Mercury. Well, we're going to ask Mercury to quit sending all that bad energy and get us something, because my computer's acting weird. It's kind of going slow, or it was, like when my little ticker was going kind of slow. So good evening, Ladybug and Shauna Burt. Good evening to you guys. I'm going to be doing some free chat questions. It doesn't matter how many of you are in here. I can't always get to every question, okay? So it just depends. And I don't mind like going into it with you. You guys can also donate to my Cashapp. Y'all can do that. Y'all can donate to my Cashapp, or you can buy a full reading. You can do that through Cashapp, and you can visit my Etsy shop, okay? All right, I think we cleared out some stuff, y'all. I'm going to clear my cards because that was kind of ridiculous. I was like, what is going on here? Yeah, it's really strange. It really is. Somebody said Mercury retrograde needs to be over. Whatever it is, I personally, my spirits was saying that it was a scam. I don't know. I'll explore that later. It may not be important for us to explore that at this time because, you know, could be. Mercury is actually a very helpful planet, supposed to help with communication and stuff. So why does it always seem to, I don't know, mess with communication? Hello, good evening, Queen Oma. Hello. When is my boss getting fired? Hello. That's funny. When is my boss gonna get fired? And will I be able to see it? Okay. Well, let's start with that question. Hello, one EQL. Okay, hello. I'm gonna get to your question in a minute. Queen Oma asked the first question, and we're getting warmed up. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna call to Saint Michael for protection, and I'm burning some copal If you guys have never used copal resin, it's some of the best stuff ever. It's a lot of folks that need it because they blocked and they trying to go through all these people that could be responsible for it. But at the end of the day, if you blocked, you blocking yourself. You know? Yeah, you should be sending bad energy back to your enemies. If they sending you bad energy, you don't have to take that. But you know, your money blockages are your responsibility. That's your mind. And what your mind is perceiving is coming to you. So that's why I like to use my copal resin, because it clears out a lot of that crap, all that fear and stuff and baggage. Okay. Because I don't really have baggage I don't have fears and stuff when it comes to certain things. Okay. All right. Spirits. When is Queen Oma's boss being fired? Now the faith card fell out, which means that whoever this person is that you're asking about, your boss has other people that are hoping the same thing. I'm seeing 3 months from now, the summer, when the moon gets finished with Cancer, is when that's going to be. So I'm seeing this summer. Okay. Will you be able to see it? Will Queen Oma be able to see it? Yeah, because there's going to be some accusations against your boss. There's going to be some accusations against him. Something illegal that was done is what I can see. So it's going to be, talked about a lot. And whoever this is, they can't really complain about it because they manifested it, Okay. All right. I want to get to the other question from the other person. If y'all got love questions, please post them. Look how long that took for me to just click on the comment to highlight it. And it seemed like it took forever. Okay. 1EQL. I'm a cap. Okay. Are you 19? Look like you said, okay. Why did this Leo man narcissist target me and has been in my dreams, disrupting me while pleasing myself? He just comes in and I'm automatically in love with him. I don't know him. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting question. Well, dreams aren't always somebody invading your dreams. That's not always what that is. Your dreams can be sometimes a sign from the spirits, because your spirits are you. You are making it all happen. I try to tell people that, but some of the things that you do it very, very deeply subconsciously. Everything that is happening to you is because you manifested it, period. That's what we own in 2021. We not, now a person or another individual, sometimes their names can be a spell. Sometimes they could be doing spells on you. But ultimately, when you are attacking your enemy, you are pulling that energy back to you automatically. So, for example, if I were to do a reversal on an enemy, I am going to state, what is that enemy done? Like, it's got to be something that you either think they can do, or maybe it's something that they did do, or so you have to specify and say, okay, when I do this work, this is what I'm going to get back out of it, because this. But a lot of people is just like, oh, well, my enemy is destroyed in the story. And y'all got to be careful when y'all doing this spiritual work and stuff. That's why I offer classes on this, because I know exactly what works. And so you said that you were targeted by Leo. You didn't give me your zodiac sign, no. Okay. Why did the narcissistic Leo man? Okay. Well, number one, because that person, so he targeted you. So you're in love with the narc? I'm a lady, just use this picture for comical purposes. Okay, sweetie. I met him one day, and since then, years later, he is all I think of every day, but he won't love me right. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Okay, spirits, why is the narcissistic man? Oh, you did say you're a Cap. I'm sorry. See, yeah. You're a Capricorn. He's a Leo. Spirits, why is this man targeting 1EQL? Okay. So he does like you. He's inspired by you, but he's got demons on him. This is how these cards actually look. Okay, because I read them from my end. Now I can read them this way, because I can still see that, I can look up and see it. The cards do read when they're in the inverted position. So he's got demons, and he can't really deal with them. So that's how that person deals with their demons, is by attacking. And there's always some kind of spiritual warfare, and it takes priority with narcs. Okay, because narcissistic people have a hard time just enjoying life and putting things into perspective. They should be able to enjoy life, but they can't, And so, hello, well blessed Jade. Good evening to you. And Reggie Rodriguez, welcome. If y'all could hit that thumbs up too, thank you. I know that the ratings are disabled. And maybe, hello, maybe, welcome back. I can see a lot of y'all have been here before. And then we've got Outer Banks Witch, Jan Marie. Hello, sis. How are you? Okay. Miss Mail Union Trucker. Hello. Queen Lioness. Hello. Okay. This person has some mental issues. They're going through some mental things right now. Okay. And so that's why they can't do that, because there's this war going on in their head. And so that's why this person is on the attack. That's the reason why. Now, the even bigger question is, how did you fall in love with him? How'd you? Did I miss Shauna? Hello, Shauna. Hello. Okay, let me see. I'm going down the list. I'm still up at the top. Please send prayer and good vibes my way. I'm watching you from the hospital waiting test results. Okay, we're going to send good vibes. Okay, hold on. We need to send some good vibes. Let me pick these up, because that's pretty much what it is, unless you had another question. Sending you some good vibes to Shauna Burt in the hospital. Okay, some healing vibes. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to get it in the correct spot so y'all can admire it. I love this thing. Like when I don't know, it's just when I shake it, it just good feelings, happy feelings. Okay, happy thoughts. All right. Okay. Are y'all noticing the lag? I wonder, hold on. I wonder if it's doing that when I'm live or is it just doing it on my end? Maybe it's just what I'm seeing on my end. No, it's definitely, well, it's always a lag with StreamYard anyway, because my finger is not still down there. I just picked my hand up and it's still down there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's so weird how it seems like there's a slight disruption or interruption in the internet or something. It's weird. Okay, so we sent some good vibes to Shauna Burt. Okay, Queen Lioness. Yes, will these snakes that came against me reap what they sow? All righty. Okay, now, Queen Lioness, when did all of this happen and what has been happening? Because I got to tell y'all something. If you was in a beef with somebody 6 months ago, 9 months ago, sometimes even 12, 3, 6, 9, or 12, sometimes it's best to just start moving on from that. Okay, so sometimes they do get it, and then you may not see it or feel that they did, and that's because that, you know, that thing is still happening in your head. That's because it's still happening for you. You know, sometimes it's best to move forward from things like that and don't stay in that negativity. Okay, it's because you know life is too important. So tell me what's going on with that. Tell me about what's happening around the of ninth OV. I don't know what that means. Around the ninth OV. Okay, you must be getting ready to retype it. Yeah, StreamYard is like really getting hit big time by Mercury retrograde because it's just you can just I can see it on my end. I don't know if you guys can see it on yours, but it's really lagging. Okay, Queen Lioness wants to know, spirits. I got extra cards mixed in with that. Wow. Y'all, I use these decks together so often that sometimes the cards will kind of, this is the Witch's Tarot, and then this is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. These are two of my favorite decks, honestly. I love the illustrations, the interpretations. It's really a nice deck. Both of them are. Okay. Queen Lioness wants to know, will these snakes that come against her reap what they sow? We're going to do a yes or no answer on this one. And we'll see what Spirit says. Around the 9th or before it just came out, they even put me out on social media. Okay. The 9th of January, because we're not at the 9th yet. It's the 7th, so that's January. So the answer is definitely yes. But you got two messengers here. So that's a yes answer. Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, January. Okay. There's two messengers here, though. One of them is in the upright and the other one is in the reverse position. Okay. What do you see happening to the snakes? That's just a yes or no. Mm. You know what? They are going to reap what they sow. It depends on what they did. Um, I personally can see a few things happening, but not too much. And if you're a practitioner, Queen Lioness, these three messengers that you have right here, it looks like it's three of them, that seem to be working on your behalf. They're actually not going to be able to do much. Are you a practitioner? Because I know that practitioners can bring about karma to other people. Okay. That's obvious because a lot of times people that do crazy stuff, they typically don't get no kind of karma. Typically nothing happens to them, right? Um, Not much is going to happen. Okay, not much is going to happen. And it's probably because it was a karmic situation that was meant to open doors that got my daughter to run away. Oh man, is she okay though, Queen Lioness? Is she okay? Is your daughter okay? Mm. You're welcome, Genesis McGee. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You don't know where she is. Oh, wow. Well, I think the first priority would definitely be, how old is your daughter? Wow. This must be, it's got to have something to do with, you know, I knew that it was something to do about a child. That's why I wasn't saying much. But I could see that somebody was losing their child with these cards, or somebody, or as a some situation with a child and a mother. You can tell. Mm-hmm. This page of wands is your daughter. But see, I think that it has something to do with some kind of rebellion anyway. So I think that first of all, I don't really see much happening to them, but it is some things that are going to happen. They're definitely going to get some karma. Four of Cups is not good. The main thing I could see is problems in their relationship, possibly, which is there's problems with a lot of people's relationships. People all over the globe are having problems with their mother, their father, their husbands. Everybody is just up in arms. But why is that? Are people having such a hard time? Well, I know why. I know why. Because of these damn frequencies and stuff they using. I am convinced the government is doing stuff to folks. I am convinced. And last year you wouldn't have convinced me. The year before you wouldn't have convinced me. The year before that you wouldn't have convinced me. But now I know directly that it's them, directly. And I've been knowing that, and I was in denial about it for the longest because I'm like, God, please don't let these people that's supposed to be leading the people be against the people. And so I am very suspectful of the government these days and their practices and what they're doing to the United States citizens. Okay. I like this thing because I can do like little shapes. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like, really? Like, it's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it. But I can tell you that I do believe that we are being attacked via artificial intelligence as it is. And then for us to go out and attack each other makes no sense. Makes no sense, So what I was going to say, Queen Lioness, is that I understand that's a horrible thing to go through when somebody is manipulating your child. But I think that the main important aspect is your child, and that should be focused on, and not necessarily what those people did. Because I think that 3 months from now, 4 months, I mean, have you ever seen people fighting and arguing over what they did to each other when they were 12 or 13? You were 12. You're now 50. It's time to move on. I just, and so if you stay, because I think that when two people say, hey, we're going to let this go, we're going to walk away, we're going to trust, when I walk away from somebody that claims to be my enemy, and my spirits will determine this and let me know. But when I walk away, I'm not trusting that person, I'm trusting my spirits, because there's no need to stay caught up in, and basically it seems like to me that whoever your enemies are, they put their problems off on you and your daughter is what they did. And so instead of people dealing with their problems these days, what they're doing is they're trying to push their issues and their bad energy off on other people. People that probably ain't even upset with them anymore. And that person will come to you and go, hey, I'm not even upset about that. I've got way too much going on in my life, and yes, Andrea, you can be you so I think that, and you know what, Queen Lioness, you can come and get a private reading from me too, because I do a lot of work with parents and their children. I'm a parent my son will be 21 years old. I am a veteran parent, okay? I am. I used to have a channel that chronicled all of my parenting. That channel's been gone, though. It got flagged down. So, so at any time, I may not be the most to get, like, ain't nobody just 100% together all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their days, but I've still been a mother for almost 21 years and proud of it. Okay. So, I do provide readings and spiritual work for, for the kids, especially if they're 13 and from the age about 12, 13 going up. They gonna give you some issues and problems, and there's no need to create permanent dissension between you and your children because they're going through something. Because when them hormones kick in, they're going to be rebellious. But I think that a lot of that rebellion was heightened a whole lot. There's people that will heighten that rebellion and take advantage of it, because people are, for some reason, why are people trying to collect hormones from other people? Energies. There's some people that feed off of you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you got somebody that continues to attack you, they just want that, they just trying to feed off of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a form of chaos magic. A lot of people related to the goddess Lilith. I don't know why. Lilith is so peaceful. So is her alter ego Persephone. So I just don't get it. But it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. It's probably practitioners in here saying, well, I don't agree with you. And so maybe that's just my personal relationship with Lilith. Maybe that's my personal relationship with her. So hello, Ezra. Hello. Okay, Ezra wants to know, how does her ex-Taurus feel about her? We're going to answer this question before I move on. I'm pretty sure that there's probably more questions posted by now, because I'm sort of still back up at the top. Yeah, you come against your enemies, but you don't want to fear them. Moving forward, your enemies should never be able to destroy you, not ever. Your enemies can't do that to you unless you have made up in your mind that they're able to do that. And I can't believe the government is our enemy. They need to really get it together. Our whole government needs reform. The whole government, the whole system, what they do, what they're able to do, it's terrible. Whenever you start feeling like you're a prisoner of this country, or you start to feel like no matter what you do, something is working against you, and because I believe that they are. And they don't help people. The people, the entities that help you is your spirits and your ancestors. They're the ones that help you. You call to them for help, and they're gonna give you the kind of help that you don't want. So that's why you got to be sovereign from them people. All right, Ezra wants to know, how does her ex-Taurus feel about her? What's the feelings? What's the feelings? Feelings. The devil reversed. Ooh, oh my goodness. Well, Ezra, I'm going to tell you a couple of things here. Your ex feels as though you have way too much power over themselves. So there's a problem. And they do feel, whoever this is does feel that you're sort of manipulative. They're definitely thinking about you, definitely possibly want you back. But this Sun card says a lot to me. As soon as I saw it, I felt like this person was not going to necessarily take you seriously, like as far as what you want, which is marriage. So I'm going to tell you that whoever this ex is, I feel like the relationship is temporary for them. Especially with that Fool coming up in the upright position. That means that when they find somebody better, they out. And that's scary. That's scary. I want somebody that's gonna love me. I don't care if I got one eye and a crooked leg. I want people to love me unconditionally and stand by me for life. So I guess it would depend on how old you are, but I feel like whoever this is, they're not in it for the long haul. Do y'all see this in the cards? What I'm saying? That I definitely see that. I don't know if any other readers are saying that. If y'all want to interpret it, y'all can also put your own interpretations in the chat. I accept everybody's ideas. Maybe y'all can see something that I don't see. Okay. But that's how I would interpret that. Okay. And they're more so the type of person that kind of likes to just let go and let their hair down, and they like to relax, and they kind of feel like you a little uptight, just kind of the relationship being mentally draining is what I can sense. Have they ever told you that before? Yeah, I truly believe that. And see, I mean, readings are subjective. They could definitely change. I sense a short-lived reunion, maybe lasting for a few years, but then ultimately that person, and maybe even you, will also find somebody that's more serious about the situation, because I think that everybody has issues, everybody has demons, everybody has problems, but it's that person that want to dance with your demons If they are willing to dance with your demons in the pale moonlight, then that person might stick by you for life, you know, unless you don't feel the same way about them. But, you know, demons are scary to most people, which is fear. I think demons mainly produce fear. Okay. That's my humble opinion about it. All right, let me scroll up. Okay. Queen Alma says she's talking about the chat. You were just about to call me. Yeah, I'm over here live. Okay, Mary B, maybe, I mean. Hey, can I ask what kind of transformation do you see for me? Okay, good question. Hopefully maybe is still in the chat. I'm gonna use the witch's tarot for your question. And I'm gonna burn some of this dragon's blood. I love burning dragon's blood, especially for protection. Okay. All right, spirits, what messages do you have for Maybe, who's a Capricorn? What kind of transformation do you see for Maybe? What transformation are you seeing? Definitely something to do with love, which relates to the self. Something about self-love. Spirits is feeling as though there's I feel like what the transformation is does have to do with love. But I feel like it has mainly to do with self-love. Also, this Four of Swords being in the reverse position, this is representing where your mind, your head and your heart, but the heart first. This is your inner peace, your inner compass right here. And I do feel that it's probably one of the hardest things is to free your mind. I do feel like there's something laying heavily on your head and your heart. And I feel like it has something to do with your love life, but not just a lover, but just you and how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself. And so, this definitely has something to do with your inner child. And then memory. Definitely some change coming. I do feel that when you do that, you will bring in and usher in more security, is what this spirit guide is talking about. And I'm talking about where you feel really secure within yourself, where nothing is able to make you feel insecure. Your root chakra. Okay, maybe. And that's a very powerful transformation, because this is going to bring you prosperity and blessings. The star card comes up. That's a huge card. So there does seem to be, once you work through that, there's going to be these gifts and these talents that are going to emerge from within you. Okay, so this is a good thing, what you're going through right now with as far as, but I think that you have kind of been stuck for a while. And this can go back all the way back from when you was in your mother's womb. But I mean, in particular, between the ages of 2 and 7, when you were able to observe your environment. And so I feel that this is a growing process that you're going through. And the star is amazing because that is representing your talents emerging and you going for it. And I do feel that healing is going to be a big aspect of this transformation that you're asking about. I think it's going to be really beautiful because it's when you take, and I think I pray every day for this, for people, because I know that I went through a lot. I went through a lot, and I was able to come to grips with a lot of things, you know, in particular when it came to my family, when it came to just whatever matters of the heart. Okay, love and family and relationships and stuff like that. Okay, so we got Ladybug in the house. Hi, Ladybug. How you doing? Yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to donate to the super chat, I love the super chat. Yes, please. However you donate, I don't care. I like and I accept donations. Keep in mind, guys, I do spiritual work for people all the time. One of my most sought after spiritual treatments are my cleanses. Okay, I have people that come sometimes 2 or 3 times a year to get cleanses. So if you guys want to contact me for a personal analysis, and everybody could use a cleanse, everybody. Okay, because it just, especially if you're going through that government gang stalking crap or something, in anything strenuous on the heart, anything that is demonic, anything that is spiritual warfare related. The cleanses help to refresh the soul, calm the mind, soothe and heal the body. Okay, so and it's been, they pretty much consistently worked for me for years. Okay, for years. So that's one of my main things that I do for self, to keep myself balanced and to keep my chakras cleared, and you know, to keep things flowing properly, especially for your chi, or I'm sorry, not chi, ki. It's spelled chi, but it's actually ki. Okay, because I think that is the worst thing, is stress. Stress is what's causing all of the illnesses. It keeps the hospitals full. And stress does cause cancer. Yes, it does. Stress. Okay. All right. Spirits, Ladybug is a Pisces. What messages does Ladybug spirit guides have for her? Spirits. Oh, okay. Well, there's a message. Oh, you got a double 8. All these cards fell out. And that's the order that they're in when they're facing you. Because I don't have the camera flipped. When I flip this camera with my mini cam, it makes it look kind of, I don't know, maybe I could angle it. I don't want to mess with this camera too much. But again, this is your north trying to emerge, but there's some emotional baggage that you need to let go of. Emotional baggage that you're still holding on to. This is blocking you. And then I do see another challenge here. The 10 of Wands in the reverse position. I definitely can tell that there's some generational hexes over your bloodline. This spirit guide is trying to tell you, though, that that you have good things coming to you. They're just taking a little while longer, and the Knight is telling you to take action. So this has something to do with your creative genius, starting a business, or either maintaining a business. I don't know why I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, I feel like there's some sort of money on the line, some kind of business that either you're involved with or you're trying to start up. Let me see what you're... Oh, you're doing hair. What you doing? Some braids? I'm supposed to be braiding my hair, but I've been wearing my natural hair, you know, even though I don't want to say I'm getting tired of it, but I do want to put some braids in my hair so that I don't have to fool with it and just let it take a rest. But I don't know, like my hair is more dense and more kinky than it has ever been in my life. It is so dense and kinky and coily, like it's just, and it's thick, so it makes it really hard to comb. So, oh, you washing your daughter's hair? Okay, cool. So I feel like money is what they're talking about, money and stability, and the Page of Pentacles is typically going to be offering you a raise or a promotion or either a job opportunity. I feel like also what she's talking about is wealth obtainment. So, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is good, but when you see the Page of Pentacles show up in a reading, that means that an imminent change is upon you and that somebody's going to bring you some good news. So I see good news coming for you, Ladybug. Yeah, it seemed like it got even more thick, though, this year. I don't know if it was just this year or maybe it's just because I'm taking care more so of my hair, because I fell off when it came to my natural hair. I did. I had fell off. You know, I was always doing something with it, putting henna treatments on it, steaming it or something back in the day. But, you know, I kind of fell off with that. I'm getting back up there, though, but it's definitely growing like a wool, like a bush of wool or something. So there's change that's coming and it is going to be positive, but I do feel like this night is warning you of jealousy that you're going to have to juggle. And see, a lot of, jealousy is hard to deal with. You know, there's some jobs out there where everybody knows what all of the other employees are making. In particular, government jobs. If you work a government job, they're going to put you at a GS something and they got other codes. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about that, but I worked for the Internal Revenue Service for like 10 years. So I can tell you that everybody there knew what everybody made. So if you was like a GS 35, that means you was making like probably like close to 80, 90 grand. And so all these GS 5s and 6s is like, this person makes 80 or 90 grand. And I don't. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? So I do feel that jealousy is going to be the main thing. And I can sense this dynamic being within your family. Now, supposedly, family is supposed to be happy for you, ain't they? They're supposed to be happy for you. They supposed to be rooting for you, you know, but that ain't what always happens. And it can lead to you sort of having to juggle both. I'm going to throw an advice card for you that you can remember. Because let me tell you, that energy sucks. Okay. 6 of Wands, go to the ancestors. Protect yourself. Stay strong. Okay, own it. Own it. Say, yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I heard that you had so-and-so. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And you just, you know, so I see good things coming for you, Ladybug, okay? But I feel like you're going to have to deal with the aftermath of that. Yeah, it's weird, it's strange. I on a personal level have never had an issue with jealousy from anybody's success or somebody that I care about. I don't even know what that feels like. I have experienced jealousy though, or being jealous of when it comes to relationships. I think that's normal. Like that's normal to be jealous if you see somebody wanting the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? How else would we have monogamous relationships? But I think that when somebody's jealous of somebody and what they have, that's a sign that you ain't ready for what they have. If you jealous, that's kind of ridiculous to me. That's a wasted emotion. Jealousy is nothing but an emotion that's coming from the heart and the solar plexus. You mix it and you combine it together and it can create a disaster. So not good. Okay. I1EQL, I'm encouraging you to get a private reading. You got a whole situation going on. I would like to know if I'm going to get approved from the HRA one-shot deal for my rent arrears. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's a serious question. And see, that's why I kept telling y'all to make the moves, okay? Because everybody that I've helped the last 3 to 4 months, which was the worst, I say the last 6 months, all of them are doing great. Every single client that I have helped, either with a cleanse or a hex remover, they all was okay. So, you know, I wish that you could have called me before you went into arrears, but let's see. Spirits, ancestors, guardian angels. Uh-oh. Ooh, a bunch of cards was trying to fall out. But it didn't. Reggie Rodriguez would like to know if they're going to get approved, or I'm assuming you're a man because the name Reggie, but I could be wrong. Reggie wants to know if he's going to be approved from the HRA for his rent arrears. Yes or no, spirits? What are you saying? Is he going to get the money? Yes or no? Major arcanas, even numbers is going to indicate yes, and odd numbers and court cards would indicate no. Okay. Well, it looks like the gods are certainly in your favor because I got a yes answer. And they're all in the upright position. I got a yes answer that money is coming to you. Okay. That's what I got. I don't know if anybody else can see it, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. I don't even know if Reggie Rodriguez is still here, but, you know, hopefully he'll see that message and it will resonate for him. Okay. Hey, well, blessed Jade. Hello. Good evening to you, too. Well, you need to do some cleanses and cord cuttings. If you don't like him, if you don't like what he's doing and you're not with him anyway, then cut the cord because he might just be feeding off of you for supply, okay? He keeps sending you stuff. He doesn't necessarily take the relationship seriously. If you're still here, I think you are, though. Okay. Okay, Reggie said, yes, there's a lag. I do it because I can see it on my end, and I cleaned out all my temporary internet files. My internet is working fine. It's, you know, I don't know what the deal is. And then another weird thing happened. When I set the show up and I went back And I went to the part where it's telling you to put you in your own stream, and my camera had flipped off. So it was weird. Okay, I'm way up here, y'all, so I'm scrolling down. Okay, so Andrea Minari asks if she can be added. Yes, you can. Okay, you already said thank you. I need a reading about my job. Okay, JoJo Dancing, or if you still here, shout me out. I've been patiently waiting for a breakthrough. Well, sometimes you gotta quit waiting and just grab the bull by the horns for real. How many of y'all, and you know what I want to ask, how many of you guys, can you do polls in here? Probably not. You probably can't do a poll in here. I'll do it in the YouTube community tab. I'm curious as to know how many of y'all actually have altars set up. Okay, so JoJo Dancing is still here. Okay, cool. And we got Candy Cole here. Hello, good evening. Okay. Need a reading about her job, spirits. What messages do you have for JoJo Dancing? Okay. Give me some info about JoJo Dancing's job. This Two of Cups keeps coming up. Some of the same cards that I just shuffled for the other person. That's okay. That's exactly the message that spirits had for you, and that's what we're going to go with. For some reason, all of these cards are coming up upright. They're actually not inverted. They're in the upright position. I think that your job has some, I feel that it could be a good job, but there seems to be somebody on there that is scared to death and paranoid and delusional. You got somebody on there, that's a woman that just, God, they just make every damn thing difficult. Oh, God. Yeah. That's why I like to work from home. That's why I like to work for myself. I feel like this has got to be your boss or somebody in a position of authority, at least in their mind. But I feel like there's some opportunity for you there. I personally feel that what spirits is telling you is that you want to strive for working for yourself, that the energy is definitely out there for you to have success at being an entrepreneur. Okay. But I do feel as though they're saying that you want to hold on to that job until it's safe to let it go. But I can see the problems that even though the moon doesn't always have to be a problem, but I think with the surrounding cards, and if I were to clarify it, I'm going to throw one of my energy oracles to clarify this moon card. Spirits, clarify this moon card, please. Somebody bringing their personal stuff to work. Whoever this is, they got a bunch of emotional stuff going on and craziness going on at the job, which should be not brought to the job, but that's what they tend to do. Some people tend to do that. So I think that this is also like a fox in the hen house or something. I can see a lot coming through, especially with that man holding a heart. It seems like there's a fox in the hen house there. But I think that ultimately that's what Spirits is saying about your job is that, eventually you'll want to get out there and start your own business. Does that make sense? JoJo dancing? Makes sense to me. Okay, we're gonna move on. JoJo dancing is not saying much from the chat, or at least they're not chatting. But I mean, I feel like this is what's gonna always be going on at every job, at every situation. But I think what makes it difficult with being at work is that you have to see this person every day or be around them or breathe the same air that they breathe. I personally can't stand when people bring personal stuff into jobs. There's no place for that. You need to go home and work out your personal issues at home. Okay, this is the reason why stuff don't be getting done. People be complaining about the company because stuff ain't getting done because people are too preoccupied. So I feel like there's a lot of office politics, office dating and stuff, and just a bunch of chaos surrounding whatever this man holding the heart is. So, I personally feel like Spirits is encouraging you to eventually work for yourself and to cut the cord from that energy, because that's a horrible codependency. It is. It's codependent. When somebody else writes your checks, it's codependency. When you have your own business and you're offering a service, that's freedom. It should be freedom. Unless you have it in your mind that you're going to fail, then of course you're going to fail. I can tell you that as a business owner for the past 6 years, failure is not an option for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how I am. Okay. So let's move on. Let me see if JoJo dancing. Yes, because it's one lady that give me a hard time. Yeah. And I just can't stand. Thank you, Weeks family. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. You get every time you guys give me a donation in the super chat or either somewhere else, I'm gonna give you my fairy ball. No, I can't stand that. And see, it's because whoever that person is, they just a busybody. They just a busy bitsy. That's why she giving you a hard time, because she busy. Her mind is not settled. She's insecure, scared, paranoid, delusional. And it does have something to do with her, either a man or her man. Everybody's after her man, everybody, even though you ain't never met her man. It's something about a man that she's carrying with her. But it's a relationship. It's not even that person's fault. It's whoever this woman's fault is, because she's just terribly insecure about everything. And you can be confident in the way that you look, but still be insecure. Person Jim is in a relationship right now is the same person he had virtual sex. Well, you may have to rephrase that question. I agree, Genesis McGee. Here. I agree. JoJo dancing, you can look for new employment, but I can tell you that there's always going to end up being some difficult person at these jobs. It just they hire them for a reason. It's so weird. And you know what? You don't want to be a snitch and go and tell somebody, because then comes the real games. So I think that you should start your own business. I know that seems kind of far-fetched, but I mean, you can look for a new job, but you're going to face the same issue at every job you go to. I'm telling you, it's going to be the same issue everywhere you go because they're everywhere. Even if they're not there when you start, they're going to hire somebody in, within a few months that's going to give you a hard time. And before I considered quitting my job because of another person, I would rather put some spiritual protection around myself. So you need to do some spiritual protection. No matter what job you're on, you need to be protecting your energy. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah. Be careful with that at any job because, these people, everybody's spirits and energies seem to be emerging. And that's what you're sensing off of people. You're sensing their emotions, their thoughts, their energies. And so, or even how they feel. Some of you that are empathic, you'll go and you'll feel somebody and they won't feel right. And maybe at the same time, they may not be saying the most nicest things to you either. So, this is happening a lot. This is happening a lot to people. As difficult and hard as it is, it's happening a lot. And people would rather just say, oh, well, it's just life and I feel that. But, people just don't know because when you hit the age of 30, 35, 37, going up to 40, certain energies will start. So you've got to balance yourself and everybody is not balanced. Okay. And you may not be balanced either because of those other people, but you got to protect yourself. Okay. There's a lot of different amulets. There's incantations you can do. You can mix you up a spray bottle with a few essential oils in it or either, put a little bit of Florida water in there and just spray and mist yourself with it, and there's candles. Some jobs will allow you to burn a candle in your cubicles or your offices or whatever. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Hey, thank you, JoJo Dancing. Okay. Yes, I appreciate that $50. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you. Blessings to you in your new business or your new job. You're welcome. You're welcome, dear. Okay. So I can see that let me see here. Let me go back up because I don't if I'm skipping you, just shout me out. But I'm trying to make my way down. Okay, so that's where I was before I scrolled down. Okay. If your bloodline is hexed, then unhex yourself. Yeah, they may even give you a hard time. So what? It ain't gonna kill you. It's just gonna make you stronger. So what if they give you a hard time? So what? Oh, you done wrote a book and you done came out with a tarot card deck and you did that? Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Yo, I did it. What you want me to say? Whatever it is that you do. And see, usually when your bloodline is hexed, it's either going to be health and wealth snatched. Health and wealth, and then especially spiritual people, they wrote you off a long time ago with the Bible. People that were spiritually inclined, it's like, oh, let's write this person off. This, the sacrifices, and it's kind of like, so that's what's happening within your families. Is that's why everybody's fighting with each other. That's why can't nobody get along. That's why everybody's sick. That's why everybody has financial issues because energetically and spiritually and mentally, family is affecting each other. They are. So I'm going to tell you what I've been trying to do recently is I've been trying to send healing energy to everybody in my family because, you know, or whoever else has a problem with me. I've been trying to send them healing energy because I think that at some point somebody's going to have to be the chariot, you know, which is the bigger person. And I think that it's important to say, hey, you know, let's transmute all this negativity. But it's very difficult because there's going to either be somebody benefiting off of the bloodline X. And if it's a benefactor or a principal, I call them principals. If it's a principal that's benefiting off of the bloodline hex in this lifetime, then they're going to hold on to that chaos. They're going to hold on to it because that's their only sense of power. You know, to let go and just allow there to be peace is very, very difficult. Okay. So that's what we're dealing with within your family. But I can tell you that, you know, especially if you are the black sheep of the family, nature awaits you because that's going to be your number one source of healing is when you get out there in nature. So I've been thinking about going fishing. I've been thinking about going on some trips. I want to go see some, I want to go and just get out in nature. You know what I'm saying? Just all the time. In fact, I can't wait till it gets warmer outside because I'm going to be outside all the time. Like just picnics and, you know, and all kind of stuff to encourage, you know, because I have a little one and encourage him to go outside more because I think that everybody has just kind of been stuck in the house and it does tend to give you a little bit of cabin fever. Okay. Now, Candy Cole asks, what messages does her spirit guides have for her? Hopefully she's still here because I've been running my mouth. And so let's see what messages Candy Cole's spirit guides have for her. Yeah, let's burn some resin. You got to be fired up and excited about your future because, you know, otherwise and then there's also appreciation. You know, the energy that you put into appreciating what you have obtained and then also giving yourself credit for the things that you have done tends to pull in and manifest more because, you know, it's nothing like appreciating yourself and appreciating your gifts and appreciating what you have done. Now, Candy Cole wants to know, does she have psychic abilities? Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see what's going on here. All right, spirits, what messages do you have today? Spirit guides of Candy Cole, what messages do you have that you want to give to her today? She wants to know about her spiritual gifts. Okay, that's an amazing card, but it is reversed. So that means manifestation, spiritual gifts, which means that specifically what you imagine can come into existence. Just please don't ever use that for evil if you can. Yeah, those gifts seem to be emerging, but there's some things that spirits want you because this right here, Candy Cole, your ability to manifest the physical realm out of your mind. Now that you would think, well, Jamila, duh, everybody has that ability. But some people it's gotten lost. Okay. And then there's your spirits can recognize that you do have this gift. They are sort of suppressed because a person with the spiritual ability to create a physical reality from their head, and this is a very advanced gift that you have. That's why the 8 comes up. That person can be dangerous. but they can also be a danger to themselves, because remember, everything that you put out, you've got to get it back. So it's very important to never, to try not to ever, try not to. Now, I feel that you should give people back what they give to you. I do. But I think that this is a gift that definitely has been lost upon so many people. But your mind has to move forward. Now, also, I feel as though this Ace of Wands in the reverse position is about what you're identifying with, the energies that you're identifying with. And there may be some blockages. These blockages are coming in through the types of people that you have around you. Okay, so you've got a subconscious blockage, definitely, that you need to clear out. And the Knight of Cups, yeah, and that's why I threw that Six of Pentacles, Six of Coins, because I knew it was specifically something that, so that's exactly what I just said. You get back what you put out. So the Six of Coins is about energy output and return. It's about give and take. Give and take. Everything is give and take. What you give out is what you get back. So, and I feel that when you do good, because I feel like your spirit guides are calling you to do good. They're calling you to do good, because good things are going to happen for you. You got a lot of powerful cards here. But this right here is a negative influence, these cards right here. And these are very important, even though they're not major arcanas. Seeing this card come up in the reverse position, I feel like Spirit is saying, know thyself, and being able to separate self from other people that may not be who you are slated to be. Because a lot of y'all do have a destiny. You have like a karmic destiny. Okay, all of you do. So I feel like this is why these gifts haven't emerged, because and you definitely agreed to it. You didn't tell me what your zodiac sign was, but you can post that in the chat if you want to. Some people don't feel comfortable with doing that, and I'm not going to force y'all to do it, because there's a lot of hysteria around what somebody can do to you with your birth chart. Trust in God. Can't nobody do nothing to you if you have trust in your spirits. Trust is healing. You know, that's what the Star card is about. Okay, see, you're an Aquarius. I just said it. Trust in that healing energy. You know, now, here's the thing about Aquariuses. Aquariuses are really, really good at doing this. And see, but it's not just Aquariuses. Like, for example, if you're able to manifest something physical out of your mind, and somebody pisses you off, or you're carrying old baggage from the past, and you may be in a situation where you're called to help somebody, but instead you may be afraid or fearful or confused about that situation, and then you'll throw something at them to say, you know, hey, I'm going to make this, this, and this happen. That negative energy can actually manifest into the physical. It does it all the time. It does. And so, you know, you may touch somebody in a way that could be very negative and detrimental, and you may be creating some kind of negative domino effect. And that's a cycle that your spirits don't want you to keep repeating. That's why they gave you that Ace of Wands, because they don't want you to keep repeating that cycle, because they feel like your gifts all of our gifts are too important to be using them for that kind of stuff, because, you know, technically we're supposed to be healing. And see, that card came out. Okay. The wand, the wand card came up, and it is in the reverse position. Be careful with your intent for other people, because that can create, it's just the way the universe works. It doesn't matter if, you know, I think that some people just, they do it, but they may have more backup. But you know, when you out there, because for me, I can't afford to make no mistakes. I can't do it. I can't afford to make no mistakes. Okay. And so walk away from things that are no longer serving your divine life purpose. Okay. You know, walk away from those things. You know, those things are not serving you. In fact, they're just creating obstacles in your life. And then you can move forward and just bask in the ambience. You know, you don't have to, be in a certain way, but you do have psychic abilities, and that is a psychic ability. I don't know if it's what is it, the power of manifestation? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not that everybody doesn't have that power, but it's just that some people, it's just blocked. It's just blocked. That's why they can't do it. It's not, and it's not that they can't do it forever. It's just that in that moment in time, that's what they're dealing with. Okay. So a lot of y'all that want to focus on the metaphysics and stuff, and that is alchemy. And your reaction. You know what's unfair is when you're in it with somebody, or you're involved with somebody, because you're just basically dealing with their stuff. You still have to clear yourself karmically, which you can. They do allow us to clear our karma. That's what I do with the cleanses. Okay, you don't ever want to come and get a cleanse and then go back to doing the same stuff that you did. This is a refresh, a reboot spiritually. Okay, now that's a very important spiritual gift, for you to be able to imagine something coming into existence and it happening. The best thing for you to do is to use it for self. So those gifts are absolutely emerging within you, and use it for good things in life, because otherwise you so that's the psychic ability. Being able to manifest things out of your mind is a very powerful psychic ability. Okay, and it's for a lot of y'all, it's been blocked off. It's been blocked off. Okay. What's going on with Ladybug? Oh yeah. Yeah, the sense of jealousy. Yeah, and you know what? Jealousy is people think that jealousy is some kind of power that they have. Oh, I can make somebody jealous of me. No, you don't want to experience that. You want people to wish you well and be happy for you. You don't want them to necessarily be jealous of you, because that energy within itself, it's gonna go straight to the solar plexus. I hate that energy. I rebuke it. So like when we are dealing with generational hexing, generational unhexing. When we're dealing with those kinds of hexes, we have to handle it from all avenues. You have to specifically state, I don't want to be affected negatively by jealousy. You don't, because that stuff has made people sick. It's a lot of people sick because of jealousy. I'm telling you, physically ill. It's not good. It's an emergency. That's one of the worst energies to deal with. Okay, because it's solar plexus lowering. And Candy Cole, I believe that you are affected by that at a root chakra level too. But I think you have to feel your right to survive. You have to feel that. Don't ever let nobody convince you that you don't deserve to be here, or that you know what I'm saying? You have to pull it through, and it doesn't have to, sometimes it can be traumatizing when you're pulling that through, but it doesn't always have to be. So that's why I was wondering, how many of you guys have altars? Because those altars can be very helpful. I don't care if it's just a statue or some rocks that you pick up outside your front door with some tea lights. You can do a lot with tea lights. Tea lights are very powerful. So, you just have to tap into that and start to meditate. Now, my preference is meditating with the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. But, you know, it just depends. Just make sure that you guys are balanced, okay? And that you, okay, I wonder if Midnight Rider is still here because I've been running my mouth. I've been running my mouth. Midnight Rider, are you still here? Okay, so we got Midnight Rider. Yeah, you know what I notice with jealousy is that it makes me real gassy. That's why when my babies were really young, like my little babies, they hardly ever had colic. I had a daughter though that she had colic, and I realized why. Jealousy causes colicky babies, and babies when they have that really painful colic. Ooh, Lord, get them some of them Milacon drops. Get them some of those drops, man. You know, there's natural ways of relieving gas like peppermint, but that stuff can be painful. You have all those negative energies around your babies and stuff, and I'll get gas. My stomach will get all tight and stuff. You'd be like, what in the world? What is this? You know? Okay, you reformulated your question? Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, so I'm calling for Midnight Rider. JoJo Danson asks, do you think that, okay, hold on. Do you think that they will fire me? No, they need you. In fact, when you do leave, you're going to have to do a cord cutting from that job. Did y'all know that y'all should do cord cuttings and cleanses from your old jobs? Did y'all know that? Absolutely. You know, Hollywood tells us this all the time. The number one movie, and this movie is really good. I love this movie. It makes me feel really nostalgic. Is this movie called Identity Thief? Oh my God, or Identity Theft. And looking at that movie, because everything that I do is a different experience. And like I'm constantly an empath. I don't turn off being an empath. So when I'm watching a movie, I'm like, you know, looking at this movie, and this man's boss is literally like framing him and doing all kind of crazy stuff to him. And it's his ex-boss, which is crazy. And, you know, and it was already a situation to where, you know, the big head honchos of the company, you know, they were taking home $1 million bonuses. And this man was literally making like 30 something a year, trying to struggle for his family, and he barely had enough to make ends meet. And he was like, well, God, can we get at least a 2,000? If I were, which that's why they would never give me that job, because I would be too fair. But if I were running a company like that and I had something to do with it, I would be like, I don't want this $1 million. I already make 300,000 a year. I'd like to donate part of my million to the other, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? At least give. I just, you know, and a lot of people say, oh, well, I know I wouldn't do that. That's weak. No, it's not. No, it's not. Greed. There's nothing powerful about being greedy. That's just greedy. So I disagree with that. You know, people, you know, the CEO or the whatever vice president of operations and all these top level executives that are getting $1 million bonuses a piece when they're on the golf course, but everybody that's making everything happen for you, you ain't giving them nothing. Like, I couldn't even do it. I wouldn't even be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't even be able to sleep. I'd be like, why am I doing this to these people? You're welcome, Candy Cole. And so guys, I can't do that, you know, because I'm not greedy. If I'm already making 300,000 a year, or I mean, I guess if I had some debt to pay, but you know, I wouldn't, you know, yeah, or 500,000 a year or 2 million a year, because the bonus is usually less than your salary. So if you're getting $1 million bonus, you're probably making up to 2 million per year. You know, and so I don't know, like, and it was a big hoopla over the minimum wage being raised up. Guys, I don't deal with corporations very well. Yes, corporations, sometimes you do have to use spiritual work on a corporation. Not spiritual warfare, though. It ain't all about, oh, this person did something to me and now I got to go to war. That ain't even how our spirit guides work. They're looking for the most peaceful solution at this point because it's stress and anger and hostility that's killing people. So universally, you know, unless you're dealing with the demon of fear, okay? All right, so spirits, Weeks family wants to know if the man she's with is meant for her. Okay. If I don't get more cards that fall out. So the answer is yes. We got a yes answer, and we got a lot of really powerful love cards here. So, but I feel like you are hesitant on embracing it, Weeks family. You just got to let it flow. Just let it flow. Just let the love energies flow. Don't be too manipulative. This is a bad ancestor. Even though they're in the upright position. Yeah. You know, this emperor right here, I'm not really liking this emperor. The energy that seems to be coming off of this emperor. I think that people see this energy is what I'm sensing from this energy, Weeks family, is somebody that's trying to be helpful, but at the same time, they're being very manipulative and they're throwing things off balance. Whoever this is, let it do what it do. Without all that direction, y'all would do fine. And see, y'all gonna have problems because of that. See, it's gonna be it's gonna be problems. 8 of Cups reversed. I'm sorry, upright, and then the King of Cups reversed. This energy right here gotta go. Gotta go. Get gizzard. Okay, we're free and sovereign. We don't have to do that. If they would just allow you to establish the love and the love connection, but they're not. They're going to, when you push for something too serious too quickly instead of allowing it to happen, then there's a problem. Just that people will do that on their own. Why people? There's somebody interfering, Weeks family. Somebody interfering. Somebody very overbearing. Weeks family, this is an ancestor right here. This ancestor is saying, what is this person going to do for you? What are they going to, whatever it is that you want, let the love establish itself, is what the Knight is saying. Too much, too quick. You have to give the relationship time. What is the rush? What's the rush? You know, so whoever this outside influence is seems to be attached to your heart chakra. And I would banish this influence. Have you ever been told this before, Weeks family, by any readers that you've got? And this is definitely an ancestor that's in the spirit realm. And I know it for a fact, and I'm very open right now because I've been burning this copal resin all night. Also, so nobody's ever told you that. Well, I don't know. That's what I can see. You notice how you'll be dealing with somebody and everything will be going perfectly, and then somebody will have some kind of idea. They'll start pushing things like, well, how come this person ain't did this, and what they gonna do about that, and what they gonna do, and then they'll just want to talk about it for hours and hours on end. And then the next thing you know, you and that person got a problem because all of this negativity is being thrown out there, and you've only been dating this person for what, a month, 2 months? Why are we talking about that right now? Can we take the time to get to know each other? So it's an interruption of the flow. That's why people need to mind their own business. That's why, even though I don't get down with a lot of the stuff in the Bible, I don't. But that is one of the things where I feel like God said, hey, listen, you can't be bothering people. Now leave people alone. But people just think, well, this verse 75:77 said so-and-so, and I got to read this off, and I got to go and be in this energy. But, so I don't know, It's a man. It's a man. It's definitely a male ancestral spirit. No, several. Because you've been having problems in your love life. And if this is a new person, you don't necessarily have to go back to the people in the past and go, oh, wish them well and cut the cord. But right now, I feel like with this one, it can be saved if you come to some kind of grips or agreement with this ancestor. It ain't about banishing them. It ain't about destroying them, but more so about maybe negotiating with them, or either coming to some kind of agreement with them, or either venerating them sometimes, even like, hey, I'll give you this if you just kind of stay up out of my business. Seriously. And they'll step away. They'll let you do your thing. And this is why it's important to work with a medium, because mediums that work with the dead, and see, they've been trying to shut down the gateway. I told y'all they was trying to destroy Hecate. I'm like, why would you try to destroy Hecate? Hecate is the gatekeeper to heaven and hell, to the underworld, to the spirit realm. And they were trying to destroy and she's just like, what? Who are these people and why? And see, deities go through war all the time too. Your deities go through war. So I feel that this is where this is coming from, out of the blue misunderstandings, but they're doing things too fast. Things are coming in too fast. I feel like it takes at least a year to establish yourself with somebody. If you're thinking about going further with them, that's something that should be between you and that person. Once an adult reaches the age of 18, they're making their own decisions, period. As a parent, I would never interfere in my children's love affairs, not ever. But most of the time, that's what they're doing because they don't have any faith in you. They don't have any trust in you. And that's a huge problem, because they'll go in and screw up all your relationships over and over again. And you will die alone. That's pretty much the consensus of it, which is not the worst thing. We're all going to die alone anyway. Nobody's going to die at the same exact time of the person that's with them. I mean, just, but it's, people, it's, if you figure out why, and it's not just the woman's fault, we got a lot of people out here spreading misinformation. It can make you kind of unpopular when you're telling an idea, but then you'll see 6 months from now, a lot of the ideas that I have, like I'll see big videos and channels. It was some Chinese guy. It was something that I had said, and I can't even remember exactly what it was because the devil was in the details. But it was something pivotal that I said on my channel. And the next thing you know, I see this other person saying it, and I see it everywhere, and they got millions of views, you know, and Jamila ain't gonna get that many views. So, you know, it's good that things like that are being cultivated in the world, but, you know, they need to give credit where credit is due ultimately, you know what I'm saying? But they typically don't. So I let the spirits give me credit, and I try not to complain about too much. Because really, to be honest with you, being famous was not ever my goal. You know, I keep my circle small anyway. I don't need hundreds or thousands watching this right now. It would probably overwhelm me. In fact, my spirits protect me that way because I'm way too sensitive. I'm an empath. Okay, who's the next person though? Yeah, when you got stuff that comes out of the blue and then you wondering who's communicating for me, what is going on? Why do I feel as though something is manipulating the situation? A lot of times it can be a spirit. A lot of times it can be a spirit. It can be an ancestor. It can be a spirit that is attached to you. It can be a lot of different things. And sometimes, you know, I don't feel that it's right for spirits to interfere in certain ways, okay? All right, I'm going down my list. Thank you, Candy Co. Thank you. Okay. What's going on, Genesis McGee? Are you still here? Because I noticed that some people had stepped out. I guess y'all figured y'all were waiting on me. We got Genesis McGee. Because I don't want to just be sitting here talking to the air. I want to answer your questions. If you guys are not still in here, and if you're coming in and stepping out, that means that you must be impatient or maybe you're doing other stuff. But, you know, I just felt like I was in the mood to do some live reading, so that's why I am here. Okay, so Andrea, didn't I answer your question? I thought I did. Hold on, let me go and see if I can pull it up again. Hello, Indigo Moon. Hello. Yeah, I already answered your question, like probably about 20, 30 minutes ago. Hey, Lavender Flower 789. Hello, I love lavender. I had found some lavender too, and then I misplaced it again. I had found some. I like to burn lavender. That stuff smells so good. It's one of my favorite herbs to burn just on like some hot coals, and it definitely puts a very good energy in the atmosphere. I need to stretch, y'all. And I need to, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a water bottle. Oh, goodness gracious, it is smoky in here. See if I can find that lavender. I know I put it somewhere. Okay. All right. I wasn't able to find my lavender. I'm gonna have to look through that box. All right, spirits for lavender flower 789. Anything spirit wants her to know or tell her right now. Ooh, well, there's some money. That's some big money messages. Oh, money block, money blockage, money blockage. There's an area in your mind. There's a door opening right here. There's an area in your mind that's blocking it, though. It is. You got to unblock it. I can also see something coming in April. April, May. And then the moon upright. The sun and the moon. Ain't that something? See that? The sun and the moon. So that tells me that your spirits are saying that you're going to have some kind of balance and synchronicity. And then it may even be a relationship that's coming up too. But I definitely see a gateway or some kind of portal opening with your money, but it's blocked and you need to use some visualization. Now, anytime I give you guys advice like this, if you don't know exactly what I'm saying, like, okay, Jamila, what do you want me to just see myself getting something? Not necessarily. So working to unblock areas of your mind is what I do for a living. So you guys will want to contact me for private personal readings and advice for that. But I can see that there's a lot of money waiting. Okay. Your enemies can't get to this. They can't get to it because it's for you. So don't start thinking that. But that is something of what you think. You kind of do think like that, but they can't do that. They really can't do that. If you think that, then you are just paranoid and you have a lot of fears to deal with. Okay, and the universe is blessing you, but it's blocked. And you need to unblock that with some kind of visualization or meditation. And then things will get better. Now, if this has anything to do with your health, lavender flower, I do feel as though lately what I can sense is that stress has somehow been getting to you. Okay, because after you go through some stuff over and over again, or if you go through a hard time, or if you're, dealing with something strenuous or dealing with something that's difficult or very hard, your body is going to start to ache and your head gonna start hurting sometimes. Okay. Now let's see who's in the chat here. Okay, so that's your message. I'll throw an energy oracle card for you too. By the way, guys, if you want or need money unblockers, that's what I'm doing. I've been unblocking folks' money for 6 years now. Okay, I've been doing this job for 6 years straight, and I love what I do. Okay, so you got the action card. So they're saying the time is now, that you're going to be supported through that, but they want you to take action now because there's something coming up within the next few months. It's February now, April. I am seeing April. And I do feel like there's a love relation coming in, but you have a lot of fear surrounding love that may be coming from your parents. But this is a good sign. The sun and the moon, that means love is coming up for you. Okay. All right. So, and I think that the King of Pentacles does definitely, for me, symbolizes Venus. Okay. Because y'all know that Venus is related to your money and your wealth too, not just love. A lot of people think Venus is just about love, but it's about money too. And so just keep in mind with that. I know that a lot of you guys aren't really into astrology per se, but some of these cars be sending out these signals. Different cars have different sounds. I would just love to get close to the country. I would love to get close to the country. Just be out on the countryside. No cars, none of that. I can imagine that if you're an allergy sufferer and you possibly went out to the country, some people might say that it's the trees. I don't think the trees is doing anything. I think it's these cars. That's why I hate living near highways and stuff. Messes up the air quality. Yep, this is the age of Aquarius. Okay. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, sweetie. We got Ray Days in the house. Hey. Hello. I'll be having some pretty people in my chat room. Y'all so pretty. Okay. Through lifetimes, they steal from me and mislead me every chance they get. What? Okay. Hold on. Let me go up. Okay. I see my parents as demons. They are always very negative, like always putting me down. And if I defend myself, they abandon me. Please, are my parents demons? And have they been stalking me? Oh, 1 EQL. You need a personal reading. You got some heavy, heavy stuff going on. Spirits, show me 1 EQL's parents. She wants to know, are they demons? They have issues and problems. Would I say that they're demons? No. But they are very opposing to you. They do seem to have a problem with you. They may have been past life. Sometimes your parents can be rivals in the previous life. Okay? They not always, sometimes you can manifest through parents that you had in a previous life that were not your parents, but they were rivals of yours, which is good grief. That's, it's not that big of a deal. They do tend to attack you. I can see that. What's the past life connection, spirits, with 1 EQL's parents? I'm going to highly encourage you to yeah, they were rivals. Yeah. They were rivals of yours in a previous life, hon. Clear out all of the past life regressions and things should get better with your parents. Okay, if you don't know how to do it, then you can contact me. Now, if your parents are doing things like attacking your children or something like that, you may want to take a different approach to the situation, because somebody do something wrong by my kid. Anybody that don't like my kids, you don't like me. Okay, let's just be all out and fair with that. So, you making moves against, and they may end up being that way, but start to clear that up and then and go no contact as soon as you can. Cut the cord from them. Cut the cord. They're not demons. They just, it's not as bad. But it's because they're your parents and the way you see them in that role as your parents. But once you become older and mature, okay, hold on. I am not allowed to pay for no charge anyone for any spiritual work. It's a part of my agreement. I've never had a reading. Yeah, well, girl, I guess you just gonna have to get by with these. Who told you that though? That's bullshit. Who told you that's a part of your agreement? Hell, spiritualists have to eat too, unless you're dealing with some kind of demonic entity that doesn't need food, water, or shelter. I don't understand that. Where'd you get that from? Talk to me about that one EQL. Ain't nothing free in this life, not even air. Air ain't even free. People think air is free. Air ain't free. So talk to me about this, what you're saying. Where did this agreement come from? Is this what you made up on your own, or because I can tell you that ain't gonna get you that's not gonna get you nowhere, because I know I charge, and I charge quite a bit, but that's because the work that I do is quality. So I don't know about that, sweetie. No, it puts you at a disadvantage. That puts you at a disadvantage. No wonder you're having problems. So let me just tell you this. As a spiritualist, I've been in business for 6 years. This is what I do for a living. Okay. And I can tell you that the money that you pay is energy. And that is the sacrifice. When you work to make that money to pay Jamila, and I'm serious about your sacrifice. I don't play that. That's when I do right by my clients. I do very important work for them. That's the sacrifice. Otherwise, what are you sacrificing? Nothing. So then, so that means that you're not putting in any work. And then you're also are you doing free spiritual work for people? Oh, say it ain't so. You said either take money for or pay a spiritualist. Are you doing free spiritual work for people? Not good. Nishki. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know what kind of agreement that is. Well, as if they are human, but humans have to have food and water and shelter. So how is somebody going to give away their energy for free? I've only been getting by with free readings, and they are not necessarily demons, but I am not allowed to enter into that type of agreement. Okay, sweetie. Okay, well, you'll want to contact me then, because I charge by the minute. I charge $40 for 30 minutes, and I charge 80 for 60. Okay. Oh my God, someone please tell her she didn't read me. Yes, I did. And did I not? So I didn't read you. Maybe I just looked at your question. Okay. Because I could have swore that I answered a question about a Libra and how they felt. You were asking about a Libra. You were asking about a Libra. And I thought I did answer that question. No, hold on, because I'll go back. I'll go back, sweetie. I know for a fact I did. I even had your question up there. Let me see. Let me make sure though. Let me make sure, because I'm pretty sure that I saw a question, or maybe I could have gotten you confused with someone else. It's a possibility. So bear with me, because I'll tell you the timestamp if I find it. If I don't, I'll throw the cards for you real quick. I don't know who I was talking to exactly. I was talking to somebody about a person that, and it may have been even further back when I answered your question. Hold on. Or I could have skipped you. So you were in here and you were waiting. Okay. All right. Hold on. Because I may have called you and you may not. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I think this might be it right here. Give me a second. Imagine that if you're an allergy sufferer and you, hey, sweetie, we got Ray Days in the house, hey, and you possibly went out to the country. Some people might say that it's the trees of fear surrounding love that make countries out on the country. To the situation. Maybe I didn't. Okay, repost the question, hon, and then I'll get it. I'll get it answered. I may not have done it. I may not have done it. Okay. Okay. Hey, Amina. Hey, Dee. Okay, so let's look at your question. The question is, okay, let's do Andrea. What do I have to know about my spiritual connection with Jim, who's a Libra? Okay, so spirits, Andrea Minari. I'm sorry about that. I may have known it. I may have asked for you to shout me out, and then somebody else may have done it. That happens. Got to be patient in here. Okay, cool, Andrea. Okay, I got you. All right, spirits. What's the spiritual connection with Jim? Andrea wants to know what's her spiritual connection. Okay. And I want to make sure I throw out a considerable amount of cards for you so that we can get the proper answer, because she said, dang it, it's my reading and I want it now. I can see it's a lot of stress around that situation. You over there biting your nails. Just 9 of Swords reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Now, the spiritual lesson that I can see right off the bat is that it definitely is a karmic lesson having to do with your wealth and your value within yourself. Because you got all these pentacles that comes up. Then also to deal with your abandonment issues. Abandonment issues suck. They do. They suck. So you can see that. But then 10 of Wands comes up in the reverse position, which means that, you know, the situation was meant to be difficult. Are you an earth sign person? And is this like your twin flame or some kind of karmic soul connection is what I can sense? These are not bad cards at all. It doesn't mean that it's all bad, but it just means that you were meant to go through some struggles with this person. Okay. I think that the good in this reading is definitely outweighing the bad. If you notice, all of the negative cards came up in the inverted position, but 3 of your main positive, the 7 of Wands is a very positive card too. Okay, that's not a negative card. You know, that just means where you're pushing energy, you're pushing it, you're working with it. You're saying, I've got this idea and I'm physically, like I'm putting some motivation into it. I'm putting some power into it. Okay. But these 2 cards right here are very positive about your connection with whoever this person is. They are supposed to help you find your north in some kind of way. And then these 2 cards right by side by side, either you or maybe this other person, but I feel like it's you. You have a tendency to worry and stress over stuff. You're Aries. Okay. You have a tendency to worry and stress over things. And spirits is saying that I feel that this person, one way or the other, is going to teach you to transmute those energies. Like, for example, if I am ever up all night, like if I want to sleep but I can't sleep, I'll either watch something on TV that may inspire me, or if I'm feeling some type of way, then I'm working at my altar and I'm lighting candles and I'm calling to my spirits and I'm writing down affirmations. Instead of worrying about your problems, write them down and then say and write down what you want to manifest and work towards that, because some people do that. Some people sit and worry and worry and worry and worry until they are half sick. And then also I can tell that this may just be what you're going through by yourself right now. No, not a maybe. I can tell that you do, because I can tell by the way you were screaming at me from the chat room. I can tell. You was like, I'm going to be heard right now, and I have an urgent need. It was like an urgency. So, but that's okay, though. I'm happy that you're excited about my readings. I'm happy that you know, that you trust me with your questions. So that's a blessing to me. So that's the same thing, transmutation. I do feel that your spirit guides, just by yourself, they are trying to send you things and they're trying to send you information. But the way that it tends to be coming in is through negativity. Okay, which may make you feel anxious. You got to learn how to, and then I also feel like you do, on some level, you are afraid of your own power. Yeah, they're trying to send you information and they're saying, and I feel like there's something going on with your crown and your third eye. This is going to be solar plexus. This is root. This is sacral. This is heart. And this is your whole body. And this person that you have this spiritual connection with is either going to be a reflection of that, or they may come in a role of a guide. So I'm wondering if this person comes as mainly a guide for you. It could be, you know, and a lot of the romantic relationships is where you've got the teacher teaching the student. It's like a teacher-student type of situation. Only you're the same age or around the same age. But so I think that it's not necessarily what you do or what you say, but it's how you say it. Like if you want something from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Not me. You're fine as far as, you know, because I know you was like, somebody, please tell her, you know, because and I get that, because this is a very powerful spiritual transformation right here. Do you have anxiety issues? Any anxiety? I feel that you do. And see, that can sometimes be that spiritual transformation taking place. Because I can tell you that even when I'm doing rituals, when I start calling upon certain energies and stuff, boy, it will really hit me hard. And I'll have to learn how to navigate that energy. So the Eight of Cups it's definitely your heart center compass too. Because the heart is a compass. It's the biggest compass on your body is your heart. That's why everybody will tell you, you know, somebody like your fairy godmother is going to tell you to follow your heart. You know, because that's, in my opinion, that's where the money is at anyway, when you follow in your heart. Whatever that is. It don't even have to be what Jamila is doing. It can be something totally different. But you're still following your heart. That's where it's the best at. So, you know, I feel like there's some challenges in that, but I'll tell you that whoever this person is that you're asking about, they're not meant to harm you, but rather because a lot of people will think everybody is out to get them, and they're not. Everybody ain't out to get you. And then even when you have bad times in relationships, it doesn't mean that you have to, like, I feel that a lot of people have bridges burning behind them. A lot of people. I felt like grabbing my my Dark Goddess deck, and I'm gonna throw some Dark Goddesses, and I actually have the book sitting right next to me too. So let's do a little bit of smudging. I wanna, y'all, these are some of my favorite incense. You can get them from the grocery store. They're called Cryptic Woods. Oh my God, these smell so good. They kind of smell like sweet Shandon. If y'all are into incense, that sweet Shandon, if y'all ain't never had some, oh my God, that stuff make your house smell so good. Just really, and that's what this smells like. Like if you want like a substitute for sweet Shandon, because it seems like with my supplier, they run out quite a bit. With my supplier, they'll run out of that sweet Shandon, and that's a replacement for it. Hello, Mia. Hello. Hello, Skin Champagne. Good evening. I'm only going to be here for a few minutes longer, guys, but I will answer y'all questions. We're going to throw a Dark Goddess card. What Dark Goddess has a message for everybody that is watching today? And I'm thinking I'm only going to do one. Up, that one, up. The Baba Yaga. That's interesting. That's interesting that the Baba Yaga would show up. Okay. And you know what is even more interesting is for me to throw her card universally for everybody. And spirits have been talking about the death and the birth rate lately. She's directly related to pregnancy loss. Okay. Every time you steal somebody's thunder, this is her guidance. Every time you steal somebody's thunder, you are taking away their moment that they have earned. Trying to win praise for oneself by preempting someone else's attempt to impress is a completely fake way to receive adulation. Baba Yaga knows what it is to be without love and understands that you sometimes need to steal the limelight in order to be noticed. However, Baba Yaga does not look kindly on those who have more than they need in life, and she will take from those who don't appreciate what they have. Do you really want Baba Yaga to teach you her hard lesson in understanding loss? Then start to appreciate what really does matter in life. Give praise where it is due and learn to cherish who you are. Baba Yaga offers to lead you out of the dark forest that ensnared you for a while. Now it's actually in the reverse position. So her foresight is to spend time connecting with the forest. You have lost sight of who you are. Something that has been lost to you will return. Okay. Don't lose faith. Stop trying to seek attention. You aren't using all of your true potential is what she can mean. And she can also mean that something is being hidden from you and to open your eyes. Very interesting. I'm glad when I do my readings for you guys, I try to have my books next to me. My Witch's Wisdom book, I have got to find that book. It is somewhere in this house. I know it is. But I do have the Energy Oracle book. So I like my Oracle cards. Okay. All these dang on smokes and stuff that I'm burning over here. Okay. Hello, Mia Pete. Mia Pete wants to know about her spiritual gifts. I think I should throw my other deck with that. You know what? Do you want me to throw a Dark Goddess for you too? I can throw let's do it, because this is literally, if you guys come to me and get a reading and you say, Jamila, what are my spiritual gifts? I would use probably 4 to 5 different decks. Okay. So I'm going to draw the answer from all of these decks. So we're going to start with the Dark Goddess. Okay. Kali. Hey. Goddess of Destruction. Okay. So Mia, I wouldn't mess with you if I was some folks, I just wouldn't be going and bothering you for no good reason. Okay, so a couple of others of these fell out of the Witch's Wisdom. You got candles, which represent magic, but it's also, you would be the witch that I would see working with candles, even if you're working with other herbs. Like if I work with a herb, I'm gonna put a candle on top of it. I'm a fire person. And then you got the Book of Shadows, okay? Now, a lot of your spiritual gifts, I am going to advise you to possibly keep it at a private type of situation. Whenever you get the money, get a private session with me, okay? Let's read about Kali. This is really interesting. You guys are always bringing some good energy. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. You know what I've noticed? I've been doing readings for over 2 hours and I have no frequencies. I have nothing playing, and I usually do that. So let's do something here. I don't know if I want these Gregorian chants. I'll see how they resonate with me. If not, I'm feeling that. Are y'all feeling that? Can y'all hear that? I'm kind of feeling the Gregorian chants. It came up in the suggested videos. Okay, that's good. We're going to stick with that. There is a lot of gifts that Spirit doesn't want you necessarily discussing like that. The Book of Shadows. Definitely feel as though there's a lot of abilities inside of you that have been suppressed. You a fire starter. That's what it is. You one of them fire starters. They had a movie about that. People that could, people that were, it's not pyromancy, but there are people out there with that ability. The Dragon Slayer or something, girl. You got it going on. Exactly. What's your zodiac sign, if you don't mind me asking? Especially when the goddess Kali comes up. She's the goddess of destruction, but she's also, Kali Ma is not just a destructive energy. She's not. She is very, very, very powerful and wise, and I love working with Kali. You've got the power to heal also, but also to destroy, kind of like Kali Ma. Turmoil, upheaval, disorder, and confusion have been your companions for a while. So don't be alarmed when Kali, the destroyer, enters your life, for she has appeared for good reason. But Kali Ma can also create misery. She can. She will. If you work with Kali and you make her offerings and stuff, like I'm gonna go in a minute, y'all, because I gotta get up somewhere. I gotta get me some cigars and stuff, and some red wine. And it's already 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna make it a late night tonight because I'll be doing all kind of stuff for the circle. By the way, guys, we had a really good Embark. Things were kept really on the hush hush with Embark. If you notice, there was no video that I put up of that ritual. Not really. Okay. Something is about to end for you, or it's trying to. A phase of life, and you're entering into a new reality. And as you look through the eyes of Kali, the illusory, self-centered view of your reality adjusts, for she brings death to the ego. And that's powerful. That's powerful. Kali has orchestrated all that has been occurring for you lately and affirms that in order to bring in something new, the old must be destroyed. Kali urges you to let go as you allow yourself to accept the end of certain situations or relationships. When you understand the cycle of life, of birth, death, and rebirth, the fear of change shall be no more. Change is simply a transition that is needed to escalate you further. As you allow Kali to safely escort you through any chaos and destruction, you can be assured that this ending is just the beginning. So, yeah. Yeah, but see, Kali, she's in the reverse position because she does feel that you may not be letting that change come in. Or is she reverse? I think she was reverse. So her foresight is don't give up, keep going. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. Everything happens for a reason. Release the old so the new can enter in. Walk away from harsh energies. And then also a new relationship is waiting in the wings. See, a lot of people don't realize you can work with Kali Ma with your relationships. When y'all be trying to get these men to act right sometimes, then her energy come in and he gonna get straight into line because she got like 7 or 8, 9, 10 arms. And she's multitasking. Okay. You can do love work with Kali Ma too. She may be your goddess, Mia P. She may be offering her energy to you in some kind of way. She may even be trying to help you with an ex, or saying that she can help you with your ex and even your current. Remember that everything is divinely timed. Remember that. Okay. And I truly believe that. I do. I truly believe that. But if it's something, I was about to say, did my phone just go dead? Let me plug it into the charger too, because I ain't got no charge on it hardly. And I hate when it does that. It's telling me to check my charger connection. And all I know is that it's plugged in. What's the problem? I need to get a new charger. Okay. Let's throw out a couple of tarot cards for you about your spiritual gifts. Okay, so this card flipped over. If you have these kind of powers, use them for your purpose, for your good purpose, and try not to use them for any off the kilt purpose. You do have the gift of sight, but also manifestation. And many of you guys that follow me probably have the same gifts, which can sometimes be flipped around into a curse. So you want to make sure that you rid yourself. Do a subconscious mind flush, and these things will start to emerge and you'll be able to use them. You tried to be single for a while. Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. We're here for love, you know. And you know what? This Mercury retrograde is weird because normally I don't get notifications from my email, and I'm getting the email notifications, which is weird. Um, you're trying to be single for a while. That makes sense. There's no rush, but you know, okay. Power of manifestation, everybody has it. It just depends on how deep it's locked up. I will tell you that judging by these two people here, these are two spirits that are either feeding off of or either blocking your manifestation power. They come in spirit all the time. Okay. So you've got definitely that manifestation power that's emerging. It's okay for you to be single during that time because a lot of times it's good to be alone so that you can discover who you are. Okay. And so but these two spirit guides right here, these are not spirit guides. I'm sorry. Let's not call them spirit guides. They're negative spirits. This King of Coins reverse. This is your north. This is your energy ultimately. And so this Queen of Swords, she's definitely a spirit guide more so than this one. But she's been trying to open you up though. She has been, and she's gotten a little impatient. May even be Kali because she came up in the reverse position because when Kali Ma is trying to enter into your life, she can be very, very off-putting. Her energy can be kind of off-putting when she enters your life. She usually is entering your life when a bunch of chaos is going on. Oh, you lavender flower, you know what? Sometimes you don't have a choice but to deal with dark energies, but I don't feel that people should stay in those energies. It's not meant for you to, that energy or that aspect of self, because all of the dark goddesses, I think that what they do is they teach really harsh lessons sometimes, but I think that they do give you the light at the end of the tunnel. And see, they're not just giving you that, like they are not in control. You're in control. And there's a very powerful meditation practice that I teach. Spirits would not let me record it in a video. In fact, they didn't really like that meditation thing that I put up, but I put it up anyway. I snuck it up there. So, but there's a really powerful one that I do that really helps my clients, and especially those of you that are kind of freaking out. Okay. Okay, Ray Days wants to know, what does her spirits want her to know? And I'm going to do just a few more of you guys, and that's it, and I got to go. Okay. Spirits, what does Ray Days, what do y'all want her to know? Okay. Time to take action on something. What is it? What are they saying that she's procrastinating? They're saying you're procrastinating on doing something. Okay. This is something to do with mind, body. You want happiness, you want stability, and then also there's some things that you're carrying with you from a negative situation. 1, 2, 3, or five. About five negative situations that spirits, it's some kind of action that you need to take because you want to be happy. But spirits is talking about working on taking action for your root chakra. And this is all of your chakras need to be in alignment. All of them. All of them. I would say, judging by this, throwing these cards for you, I would say that it's you're overdue for a cleanse. Is the first thing that comes to mind. Now, these are actually very positive cards within themselves that represent prosperity, blessings, and even healing energy. If you feel like you're having trouble healing, I feel as though this is negative frequencies, negative energies that seem to be stuck somewhere between the heart and the solar plexus that you need to get out of your body. Definitely can see parasitic energy right here, parasitic energy right here, parasitic energy. But it's because instead of you experiencing the, happy, joyous, you're experiencing things in another way. And your mind is absolutely creating it. You're in control, but see, a lot of times your mind will make other stuff happen because you've got these negative thoughts. I do think that you've got negative thinking. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And I do feel like it does have something to do with narcissism, and it has something to do with very stagnant energies, and you being in a position to possibly be a helper, but then you ended up tearing yourself down in that process. But I do feel that that it's going to start with your mind, because your mind is doing everything. When you put your mind to do something, it's going to do it. Like if you say, well, I don't want to deal with that anymore, or I don't want to be in that energy anymore, well, then write it down. Write it down, put it in stone. That's writing it down, and see, think about it. We take for granted paper, that parchment paper that we use. I use lunch bags for my, or unless they send me some paper from my supplier, they'll send like a bunch of parchment paper. It'll be this brown paper. But see, that comes from trees. So there's a lot of different steps that have to be taken, and you have to show respect for certain energies. So many people take it for granted. Oh, look at all this paper I got. I'm just going to go burn it. And it's like, well, you got to understand that a tree had to die for you to have that paper. So are you paying homage, and are you taking into account the energies that you're using, the powerful energies? They're here at your service, but they just need for you to take the moment to appreciate that. Being in that energy is very powerful. But I also feel as though there's a lot of, on the third eye, that you need to just get out, because I feel like this could be negatively affecting your health, in particular your stomach. Have you been having stomach problems lately? Have you been having stomach problems? You've been journaling and keeping quiet. Good. Good. But you know what? I'm telling y'all, it's y'all visualization. That's the main thing that you want to focus on, is your visuals, what your mind is doing. Your mind is making it all happen. How you feel on a daily basis, how much money you make. Your mind is constantly doing that. So when you're able to use your visuals, and see, that's something that I teach in my beginners Hecate's Realm course. Okay, that's a beginner's thing. Okay, my beginner course is 666, my intermediate is 777, and my advanced is $888. I've been encouraging students to take all three. I don't have all three of them up on Etsy, but that's what they're priced as. And if you learn the basics, then you start to be able to do your own work. Trust me, I would rather teach you how to swim than to swim for you. So keep in mind, guys, that I do want to get a structured class, but for some reason, it seems like most of my students work better with me on a one-on-one basis. To have people all in the class at once, I don't know about that. So you're in the process of losing weight? Okay. Definitely feel as though there's old energies that are stuck in the stomach. A lot of y'all can have things that are kind of trapped in there that you need to release. I'm gonna tell you the easiest way that I did that, even though I used a little too much. I don't even want to tell y'all this, but I'll tell you anyway. And you can like just use a pinch, just a pinch. My spirits hid that sulfur for me too. I got to figure out what I did with it. I used a little too much because it pulled everything out, and it was literally like some of that stuff can be stuck in there. So and negativity does tend to turn into a physical form, which is why you can have stomach upsets, you can have all kinds of stuff. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on. I've got more questions in the chat. It looks like some people have stepped out of the chat. I'm only gonna do one or two more. So if you've came in the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to probably skip you, but it depends on if you're still here. We got Quandra wants to know about her spiritual gifts. Zanab says, what are Usman's intentions and feelings towards me? What would happen financially if I adjusted my pricing? You know what? Some of y'all be asking these questions. Okay, Quandra it is. Some of y'all be y'all be asking these questions. Whatever it is that you are doing, you don't ask if it's going to happen. You just say that it's going to happen. So right off the bat, your intent is not strong enough for whatever you're adjusting your prices to. How do you set your intent? If you can't do it just within yourself, then you have to use your outside tools, which are the candles, your pen and paper, and you've got to do work. But it's kind of difficult for me to say that because I was actually saying that there's a lot of people, they ain't been really doing their magic. You ain't really been doing your magic. But let's see what your spiritual gifts are. I'm going to throw my witch's wisdom for you, and I'm going to clear out a little bit. I'm going to take a small piece because this copal resin, if you use too much of it, it'll have everything so freaking smoky. Good Lord. Put a little tiny piece on there. For real. I am loving these Gregorian chants. I've got to go soon, y'all. I got to go and get offerings and stuff for the spirits. And then I'm eating dinner a little late. Okay, Spirits Quandra wants to know what are her spiritual gifts. You want me to throw a Dark Goddess card for you too? Let me know, because a lot of y'all are kind of nervous about that. Quandra, do you want a Dark Goddess card too? Okay. Up, you got the Book of Shadows and the Cauldron card. Very interesting. All y'all witches out in the chat. Okay. All right. What dark goddess wants to come out for Quandra today? Who wants to present themselves to Quandra about her spiritual gifts? Okay. So you got the Neeks or the Knicks, NYX. Sorry about the glare, y'all. I wish I could do something about it. You know what I need? I'm gonna invest in one of those spotlights so that we don't have that annoying glare. Sorry. Okay, we can move her over because that is annoying as heck. And it's coming from my ceiling fan. Okay. So um so right off the bat, the Book of Shadows card did come out for you. And it is in the upright position, but the Cauldron card is in the reverse position. I feel like spirits are talking about your womb energy. Get rid of all those negative thoughts about your womb and yourself as a gender, because you know that's why we got all this crazy stuff going on. Ooh, I hate myself. I'm a man and men got it bad. I'm a woman and women got it bad. You know, I just feel that first of all, I feel like you're a good natural witch. That's what I can tell right off the bat as far as spiritual gifts. And then with the Book of Shadows card coming up, but the Nynx, let's see what she's talking about. And I may try to come back later, y'all, but I gotta wrap this up. Okay, so the Nix, shh, is what it says. You're giving away your secrets. Ain't that synchronized? The Book of Shadows, the secret card with the Nix. So you're talking too much about it. It's all too easy to confide in someone you wish to trust, especially when you are feeling vulnerable. Remember that appearances can be deceptive. You would be wise to be watchful and to trust no one at this time. Nix calls to you across the night skies to find comfort and respite from she who is the mother of all creatures. She understands that you have endured a long, dark night of the soul and wishes to take you into her confidence. This sounds exactly like what you need at this time, but be warned, for if the Nix knows that you too are good at gleaning information from others to use for your own purpose, she will use all that you have revealed to her against you. So be mindful of how and who you share any particulars with. Take this opportunity to rest, regroup, and journey deep within with the Nix as your guide. Okay. And so she's representing not talking too much, not talking, especially about your spiritual gifts. Don't share your ideas with anyone at this time because they may steal them. You are a great listener and natural counselor. You need to speak to someone you can trust, which is kind of contradictory saying trust no one, but you know, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but you can definitely trust your girl. Okay. Retreat and get away from it all. Protect your work from the ambition of others. Appearances can be deceptive. So she's coming to you about deceptive people. And then also, I kind of feel like somebody be trying to take your shine or your gifts or something. Yeah, because you definitely have, as far as your spiritual gifts, I feel that the gift that I'm seeing manifesting is the power to manifest what you want, which is a gift. But I think there's many avenues to that. I think that there's many things that there's layers of an onion that need to be peeled back to get to that. I shade to you too, Quandra. Thank you. Thank you for the question. A close friend. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ideas are even being sold these days. You'd be surprised. I know that for me, I don't do it too much because I'm always doing work for people. But certain inventions and things would just pop into my head, and some of that stuff you want to keep to yourself, unless I feel like if it's something that can help somebody else. But then again, if somebody is just trying to steal from you, that's not very good. That's not very good. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. One more. One more, y'all. One more. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep this one up, Mia Pete. I'm definitely gonna keep this one up. I will remove. I had removed a couple of different lives that I didn't mean to remove. So yeah, I'll definitely keep this one up, sweetie. Okay, good on you, Ray Days. Yeah, it's hey T Wilmore. Hello, T Wilmore. Okay, either T Wilmore or Hearts Love Joe. Whichever one of y'all shout me out in the chat first, that's who gets the reading, and then I gotta go. I have to go. I'm sorry. I'll be back tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's Monday, so I'll be back tomorrow for sure. I think both of those people left. Gonna give them like a minute or so longer because I know there's a lag. There's a delay. They must be gone. Okay. So, Kira, I'm going to throw a click. I've seen you before. Hello and welcome back. I'm going to throw a quick general love card for you to make it even. And then Zanab wants to know about Usman. Okay. Those are the last two. If you come in here after this point, I'm going to have to roll you over to tomorrow, or you are more than welcome to buy a personal private. Okay, I've got like an emergency. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Okay, y'all, I am so sorry about that. Okay. For those of you that just came in while I was muted, I'm closing it. I'm shutting it down, and I'm throwing a love card for Kira. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. What message for love do you have for Kira? Respect and value yourselves and others will. You do need a better circle of friends. You need a better circle of friends. Yep. Your personal relationships with people around you are affecting your love life to the point where you feel like you're not being valued. And so you need to spend some time working on self and working on relationships where the person sees your value and not just one thing, but the whole spectrum. It needs to be balanced and complete. Okay. There's definitely a earth sign that you need to possibly part ways with. Let me throw a card at this earth sign. Spirits, what about this earth sign? Mm-hmm. 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 This is somebody that's a false friend. Okay. They're manipulating your love life. I don't even know if Kira is still here. She may not even still be here. Is Zanab still here? I'll throw your cards for you, and then I have to go, guys. I have to go. I've been here for over 3 hours now. Okay, spirits for Zanab. Does Usman have feelings for Zanab? And the answer is yes. Okay, just to give you a quick answer, Zanab, the answer is yes. But there's a lot of obstacles here that I can see, but I can't get deep into it. I gotta go. So Gia the model, just for sakes of doing 3 of you guys, what's coming up for you in the next couple of weeks? Okay, spirits, what messages do you have for Gia the model about what's coming up for her in the next few weeks? Thank you. You too, Ladybug. You too. I appreciate that. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for the super chats. You guys make me feel so special when I come in here and y'all are like, give me a reading. And it's kind of good. It's cute to me because y'all, that means that, you came here to get a reading from me. So thank you for your energy tonight, you guys. Okay. All right. You see that? I don't know if they were reverted or definitely can see something about love, but then again, I can also see money, stability coming in the next few weeks for you, Gia the model. Some kind of contract that's going to be lucrative for you, but then also I can definitely see love and possibly commitment with whoever this is that is making you a love offer, okay? Okay. All right. So you gonna get lucky this week. Even though some of these cards are inverted, you know, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys, I gotta go. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, click the bell notifier, okay, so that you'll know when I'm live. Okay, and hit that thumbs up. If you guys want a personal reading, you can visit my Etsy shop. The link is in the video description box. I do also accept Cash App as well as Zelle. Okay, so if you guys need to contact me to ask any questions, what would be the best way for you to get on my schedule? I do have openings for tomorrow. Okay, and then the new moon is coming up on the 11th. So make sure that you get your consultations in, because this is going to be a really powerful new moon, especially for those of you that are trying to walk away from an old way of life and living and doing things into something better, okay, into a new, you know, just a new arena, just where doors start opening for you. There's going to be portals, portals all over the place. Okay, the gods are going to be blessing us. They're blessing us now. They are. But on the 11th, I think that especially when it comes to you guys' intent surrounding money, love, health, wealth, you know, this is going to be an extremely powerful moon for you. And we will have a new moon in Aquarius. Okay. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Peace and love, love and light, and blessed be.